I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is April 29, Tuesday, 2025. Hope you had a good day today. And like I told y'all yesterday, you got to watch the videos. So giving you plenty of options, but this one, we're looking to still kind of get up here, right? We tagged the 25% even yesterday. And then we want to pull back in and then push up, right? So in this leg, it's very easy, common sense structure that you don't want to fight. You just want to keep it smooth and simple and understand that we're getting higher lows, right? So when I'm showing you this example here, it's to show you that we're going to dip in. Now, where did we stop? Well, we came into this bearish 1 hour imbalance, sealed it to the tick, and then that was my entry for shooting up for the pre-930. So just beautiful, man. And then I'm mentioning this all week. So keep that in mind too. I'm telling you guys last week on Thursday I made this video to push up and fan up, right? And we're getting this. Yeah, it isn't this high, but it's the logic of what I'm drawing, right? So, you know, even if you go take a look at ES, where is ES? Right here. So obviously ugly, high, higher, low, high, higher, low, high, right? So we're getting close to sealing that gap with a body. We're probably doing that today here. And then that objective's done. And then maybe Wednesday we poke in one more time for this low area here and then sell off. Or we sell off now. I don't know. But let me get back to the fire. I mean, I'm saying this last week. I'm telling you before, and no need for a live video. Then I'm taking the trades and showing you, right? And they're on my thumbnails. I mean, I might show you this one today, but I don't want to even do it. But the point is to come up and then higher low and then come back up. So here you can see that we're kind of like, obviously we've already had three drives here, right? But we're still here, right? So that is the logic of just me trying to poke up again. As you see, this is yesterday's video. So this was the day before. This was Friday's video. This was Thursday's video, okay? And then this is yesterday's video. And then let's look at what we did today, baby. Come on, baby. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm cold. I talked about us getting into, for example, not saying that was the high, but what I was saying is that when we made the video here, I made the video up here, right? And then I did a retracement here of from these candles here. Could have put it a little lower, even here, whatever. It's not really that serious. But the point is that look how I said that we would want to dip in here, and this is a 15-minute imbalance. This blue one, this first blue one, this is a 15-minute imbalance, and this one down here is an hour. Okay, so that being said, that's what I have highlighted. And then we dipped into the one, right? See how we tagged the -1 right there? Look at that. Tag to the one. We're in that 15-minute imbalance, and then what did we do? Here's the thing. This leg, this is a higher low. We're move 3. All right, so it came down to the left, up 1, and then up here sold down to up 3, right? Very simple. So, or you start it all over again. This is move up 1. See how we dipped into where I was talking about, but then we pushed up for a new high. I didn't know that, and obviously this is Asia. So if I'm at 930 and I'm over here, guess what? I've already made a new high, and yes, it was super scandalous. Right? I didn't have to deal with none of that because that's all Asia and London. And what did they do? Well, remember, that's a higher low. We made a higher high, and yeah, they could have came up here, but they didn't do that. So for 930, they're already showing a break, a low, and a lower high. Ooh, the present weekly gap again, and then sealing out breakout traders here, right? Trying to sell these right here. Right? They dangle this area right here that's empty. I'm doing that on purpose to show you. But then look what we do. We come back down. We tap that imbalance again. We're in that. Well, now you don't use this measurement anymore because we're going to use a new one since we have new information. But we did do that. Would you have liked to have to just dip down in here and go straight? Great. But either way, if you made a new high, you're going to come back for a higher low. But you guys remember, go watch fucking yesterday's video. Just fire, bro. And this breakout level. I said, do they want to come this deep and take out this breakout level? No. Well, look where they did come. They came right here. So this is a breakout level here, right here. See this right here, right here, right here, and then we ship it. We sit above it. Boom, bounce. See that? That's why when we came down here, I'm okay to buy this. I said yesterday, I said if it was gonna take this guy out and come lower, I said I wouldn't even want to be. It would probably keep going, is what I said specifically. I talked about this yesterday. Look at this. I'm trying to tell you. And then, and now at this point, I have the hour highlighted, as you could see here, right there, that hour. See that? All right, and then what do? We seal it, bro. Like we seal it to the tick. Beautiful. Now, guess what? I do the measurement here because I don't measure this to this. And if you did, it was probably a 1.5. I don't know. No, probably not. Not even a 1.5. Maybe a 0.5 or something, or 2. But here, this is since we came up and then came down as a higher low, and then we came up. Right? We don't take that out and then we break it. So it's pretty deep. So I can measure this. Right? I measure this swing very clear that we broke that swing too. And then you can see, where are we? 1 to 1.5. So guess what? Market 9:30 pre. They already did this, and I was like actually looking at the chart, and I was like, damn, this is gonna be a nice sell maybe, or is it gonna go up? And then you get this candle here, this stupid one, 847. Boom, starts to kick in for the macro of 850, and then just pre, and then that turns into an inversion imbalance. That 841, I got it highlighted right there. See how we dip right into it, and then we're pushing down. What are we doing? We're hunting for the nice liquidity that they built right there. And then we're coming into this hour imbalance and the push out level. See that was a push out level right there. And I talked about that, but where's the next one? Up here. Oh, did we seal it? Yeah. Right. And anybody last minute breakout trading pushing out here. Boom, got him. So now we got algorithmic flow, dude. Very smooth. And then guess what's the purpose of this? You're going to make a new high. Look in the 15-minute chart. This is move 1, move 2. And when I buy this, it's move 3. I'm holding up into here. Squeeze them bitches out. I'm going to show you this fire. And then, yeah, so keeping it very simple, right? But I'm still using algorithmic levels to show my trade working. So how does that look like here? See this? We come in here and then we make that last raid, second low. Look at the, I love this. That's how I caught it as well. It sealed it, and then I saw the divergence here of a higher low execution right here. Comes in, it tags my great trade. Why? Because of that low right there. You see this? See this? I'm going to show you some fire, guys. I'm going to show you how even if you flipped a very, like a $25,000 account even, or you guys do prop firms and all that, very simple. All you need is one of these moves up, one of these moves down, one of these moves up. Guess what? When it's coming from up to down, you get lower lows and lower highs, don't you? When you're going up, don't you get higher highs and higher lows? So I'm already knowing that when 9 o'clock opens up right here, it just sinks down its ratings, and then we expect it to flip. You get the 2 drives here, and then you're in the macro as well, and then that's why I push it at the 9:11. Because you can even get it a minute or 2 before 850 in this case, if it was the case. But in this case, we're trying to buy it. So at the end of the macro, which is now 9:10, 9:11 kicks in, and you can still be a part coming up. But the logic is of what's everything else here. But we have everything in motion. Then I'm going to want to see this bearish imbalance inversion hold right here, this 909. Okay, and what do? We do pop above it. 930 comes here. Not even worried about it. My intention is already to hold it all the way up here. Why? I have been talking about coming up here all this time. What are we doing? Remember, I forgot to mention, obviously, we tagged the 25% again here. Tagged it here. Look in the 15-minute. Look right here. We tag it 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 here. Okay, so constantly, they're referencing it, but and if it was really heavy, it wouldn't have went higher. I understand that. But we're trying to get up there and squeeze some of these last sellers of Trump's shit. But the point is that keeping it simple, it's a higher low to a new higher high in the leg from here where I bought higher low to higher high. What do we have? I'm going to show you this. to show you that this is just a one contract trade. One contract. If you have minis, then put 10 or whatever number you want to use. But look at the amount that you can accomplish, especially where your position in structure. Where are you in this flow? Are you right there? Are you right here? Are you right here? Are you up here? Are you down here? Are you here? Where are you? Right? Where are you? And that's how you make your decisions. We understand the basic logic. So you can see bouncing right in. So first this candle wicks in right here and boom. That's just showing me that they're using it right here. It's working. Pops up, 930 pops up, gets to the 75% top, and then retraces back. Why? That's a shift right here. You get a little shift. You get a little shift here. This low makes this lower high, makes this low. Then we break it. If it's a buy, it's a buy, sell, buy day for me. That's all I'm looking at it like. So I'm looking at it as a shift one, as the move. Okay. Then it gets tricky. It's not tricky. It's really this. Watch this. It's really I'm just trying to open up here. Oh my god. Okay, so in this leg push up, in this hole, you get a push. You don't count this first drive here because that shifted. I mentioned this in videos sometimes. Then you get 3 drives. 1, 2, 3. That's the first part of the leg. Notice we don't take out the highs yet. And they've already squeezed everybody out. They're going to build more liquidity. Where are we sitting at? We tagged the 25% right there, and we are right here. And then what does it do? It spends I'll even draw it. It does this. Okay? So that's your higher low to a high to the next real higher low. Notice how they came down and they wiped out these guys right here. I left that guy. They let him live. Well, where is it tagging? The top 25% of the opening range. Get right here. See that? Top 25%. You see that where we are? And then what? Bam! I end up getting out right here. Okay, you see that? Look. Very, very basic. But see this internal, the whole point is you're holding this trade, right? Like getting out right here would have been great, and then I could have sold it, told myself maybe to then sell it back in here and then be done, right? Because this is a low to a high, where's 50%? That's a mean reversion. So we talk about this type of setup all the time. I talked about it yesterday, actually, didn't I? And where is it? Look where it's sitting at, right at the daily gap again. So confluence plus the bottom of the bearish daily imbalance, right? Look, they're going to do it at the end of the day. That's why I got out, just so you know. So just to show you, I'm out right here, and we've been dancing around and wasting our time. Yeah, they'll probably get an Asia London, but this is why I'm fucking taking it. And this is one contract. And you can do this every day. You can catch 1 to 2 big range moves, 1 at minimum, and you can even get 2 or 3. Let's just say 1 to 2 bigger ranges. And in this range, so if this is move, so this is A, B, C, right? That's our A, B, C. And then from down here, here's A, where's the B? B's up here, right? For a new high, right? Okay. And then you get a pullback. So what was I saying? So we have the we tapped in right there. It would have had to have held. I had to endure all this, but guess what? I kind of left it alone and just did other things too. I was watching a little bit, and this was frustrating a little bit. Yes, it was, but I understood the assignment today. Right? I understood what was going on here. We're trying to get up here. So okay, you get these pushes up here, and then it retraces back. That's it. That's all it was. And then look at the time here. So 9:30, we're pushing it up. 10 o'clock. We get almost to 10:15. I talk about this all the time. Sometimes 10:15 to 10:30 it will retrace back. What is it doing when it retraces back? It's coming to wipe out easy buyers, right? You got a breakout level right here. Look at this right here. Breakout level. This is the similar story to this over here. Not a coincidence. Okay, so that's why it came back. When it made, and it danced around this 25%, which is here, this whole time here, guess what? Then they pushed it up for lunch, And then they acted like it was going to keep going up, and then they started pulling it back all the way until the PM session, well, after 1 o'clock, and then they get into here, right here, right? And then 130 creates this beautiful bullish imbalance that just right there is just completely empty, so it's gone. Look at the little candles, it's gone. Just beautiful. But when they came back here, where are they coming back to? They're testing back that same breakout guy right there. Remember I talked about that. And then the top 25%, right? So all excuse, but it's doing it, right? Our side was a little clean, but this is all time distortion. All of this right here in between, this is all time distortion. It's really from here to here, right? But you got a high and you got a higher low, and you got a structure inside. You're going to have a structure, and just like this leg here, from this low to this high. Notice how we came up here, we stopped, we retraced, and then we did higher high and higher low until the new high. So this pullback right here is this ugly shit right here. It's the same idea. It's the same idea. Again, dancing around the middle of the current week gap, and then guess what? I project it from here, because this is the last low retracement technically, and this is the high right here. This high and this low, I'm looking at it and I'm measuring that. You see that from here to here, and you get 0.5. You get a half standard deviation up. Okay, I'm showing you. I'm being very fucking specific in this and exiting in two. When we get up here, it's 3 drives. It's 1 drive, 2 drives, 3rd drive. I'm waiting for the 3rd drive, and I'm waiting for it to really get to it, but I don't care. They can pull this thing back it's high resistance day also, meaning that they come right back in. See how they come right back in, which are very good opportunities. And again, I could have bought it from here to get out, and then would have sold it to here, and then not even cared what the market did. If I had did that, which I was going to, I would have already got more. I would have already hit the 50 plus. Okay, and I wouldn't even have to trade anymore. And sometimes I do that. But today was going to be one of those things where I was going to show or accomplish a 1 contract full pull move, right? And you do this once a day, dude, and you're flipping a small account, bro. And you don't have to risk 3,000, 2,000, whatever the risk that they give you in your prop firm or whatever. If you don't want to, if you can still accomplish with the skill, of course, right? But you can accomplish great profit like this, like in a 1 contract situation. We're moving it. This is obviously almost 200. This is almost 300 points, right? Isn't this? Yeah, this is like damn near almost 300 point trade, right? But I'm capturing the daily range. So I don't expect this to be the high of the day, but I do expect this to be the low of the day. And I expect this to be a bullish candle. We're pushing up in here. Look at the fucking, look at the structure, right? So I'm looking for these swings, right? From A, B, or B to C. And then this is a new A to B. That was the plan today. That was the goal, especially because we got NFP. So they're building more liquidity, getting up here to wipe out more of the agenda that I've been talking about all week. And then from there, we have now got so many buyers, and we got so many, by the way, new buyers, like all types of people that, just want to start investing in buying, and the markets are pulling back here just to scare them and to also get more in, right? And then they're gonna get their ass torn up when NFP comes out, and if maybe it drops and wipes out all them guys. Very, very, very logical stuff. But look at this. I'll show again the retracement from here to here, negative 0.5. Okay, negative 0.5. Look, to show you I want a gun here. Okay, I want a target here, but it might not hit. So I'm going to trail it once we obviously pushed up, pushed back, pushed all the way up. Now I'm squeezing. We tag here right with this candle, this 407, and then we stop right here, and I'm trying to squeeze it up, and then it takes me out. So beautiful, beautiful. And as you can see, we are still fucking around. I got out right here. See that? So I wanted this level. Okay, guess what? I don't have to be right, and that is professional trading. Also, wait, what was I showing you here? So I have that level here, and then I have 2 projections here. All right, well, you see the one that we came down here with, negative 1 to 1.5. Bam. Okay, well, where's my projection up? Well, I have this highlighted here to here. You can see we come to a 3.5 to 4 and we keep knocking it. All right, and then I have another one here, and this is not like that great, but I'm using, it's right here on the 15 minute. You see it, the 0 to 1 on, it's showing on the right here. I'm only highlighting the bodies of these two candles, down candles. I could use the wicks too, but I wanted to use the bodies because it's, for me, it just looks more refined. And look where that is. You see up here? Look, it's right underneath. It's right underneath my stop loss. There's a -1 right here. You can see it on this screen. -1. So when I'm coming up here, I know my -1 to 1.5 is up here. Oh, we're in the vicinity of our half standard deviation from this retracement there. Just fucking beautiful, bro. And guess what? Getting wiped out and not knowing and caring if I'm right and to hit this level, and we still didn't hit that level yet. Look how we keep inching our way, trying to be incognito. All right, but fuck them. I don't care. I'm squeezing that bitch out, bro. And you get trades like that every day. That's, a good 5 rack day. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it even pushes even longer, right? But I'm pretty much catching the majority of the move. And when you get to around 5, 6 in my back testing, it's like, yo, what else do you want, right? And that's one fucking contract, guys. I think it was a risk of $140. I swear, but I know how to snipe. So, $140, literally, bro. Like literally. Sniping it though, right here. You can see the entry, bro. It's covering this. It was at the time I didn't want to block it, so I moved it to the left. But anyways, you can see, it's kind of hard to see it. We tagging it. This one tags in. Boom. I was already in it here with this. So we came down, we popped up, we came above, we tapped again on that imbalance. And it's also the 15-minute candle. You have to go and pay. You have to pay attention to candle closure. Like I'm entering on the 9:15 candle. So look at the 9 o'clock candle, 15-minute. We seal it, and then it's a bearish candle. The next one, I'm waiting for a tweezer bottom type of thing, and I want to see it come into it. 9:15. So where's 9:15? 9:15 is that candle right there. I'm gonna move this because I didn't need to show this anymore. 9:15 right here. Just 9:15 pops up, comes down. 9:16 candle of the 9:15 candle. That's the lowest of the wick. Okay, I was already in it from here. I don't have to wait for it, but I'm telling you, that's what I need to see in the trade for it to work. All right, and you see, boom. Then you get the first imbalance right here. This 940, beautiful. We come right into it. Look at the bodies respecting the bottom 25%. We tag that 50%. Well, we tag it the first. This is the first time, really. This is the imbalance, but you got to include the gaps, and then boom, you see it. It's working. No bodies coming lower, just boom. And then also, if you were to, now I can delete this. Remember, I'm watching this. I see this hit. It hit it already. And if we're gonna bounce above higher, I don't want to see it come any lower. So if I was to drag this 15-minute imbalance, you see that we tap it here and we miss it there. Very shy here, but we want to see that work. Now I don't need this anymore. I'm just, but it was a part of the algo flow, okay? And that's when I was using it. So, but obviously here is holding it, right? I don't even need this anymore. Unless we were to come, now the next time I'll use this area, for example, is if we started selling and then we came back up and used it for resistance. But I don't need it right now. It's over with. Like that was what it was used for. Beautiful 101.5 and bullish scenarios. And when it's normally bullish, it'll won't even go to the 2 to 2.5. And I talk about this all the time. So another 101.5 right here, beautiful. And then we push up, man. And we're sitting here now, right? So as you see, probably Asia London will, tap into there. We'll see how, if they want to reverse now, we could start talking about maybe Wednesday's the high of the week, and then we reverse. And then that would now turn this weekly candle, after squeezing up as much as they can push up, then I want to see it reverse and now come back down. I've been talking about that, obviously, in every one of these examples. Well, you don't see the picture there. Oh, you see it here. All right, this is what I'm talking about. Coming back in again. I don't know if we're super bearish and we'll do that, but this was the logic. Now we have accomplished pretty much these 3 drives, right? And then now we're like sitting here or something. And in this case, we're sitting here, you know, or here. Let's just say if it was even here, and then is it going to come down? Anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. And then Nvidia, I was mentioning, you know, are we going to use this as an inversion or not? But we're kind of pinning out, so they're using that for NFP. Obviously, it shows you it can go any direction. Generally speaking, it would break through this phantom trend line right here, and we'd bust through and then retrace back. That's if we're really bullish. If we're bearish, then we won't even break this trend line. We'll just come right back down. So that's why it's a little fickle at the same time. And this might be the sell now. To be honest with you, we didn't even catch it. That's okay. Don't need to. So then guess what? If I miss that trade and it sells off right now and it keeps selling off, well, I missed that sell. The next trade that I'm going to be looking for would be a buy. Because if I missed a sell, or I might be catching, if this might sell for another day, and then, you know, I'm not even looking at a chart right now. It might just sell for another day, and then I'll catch a lower high to a lower low flowing in down to finish that next leg. Because again, we just finished a leg up, right? A leg up, higher low, higher high. Very simple. We finished the leg up. Is it going to sell now to a 50% here, or is it going to come and break? That's another move. But guess what? Once this move is done moving, and I think it's a switching, well, then it's going to be a buy. Obviously, I'm not buying up fucking up here, right? You could sell up here, but I'm not selling up here either, because I understand, you know, that let them do what they got to do. Okay, so very clear. And then, what's it called? Dollar just still playing around in its ass. And, I mean, with dollar, this is pretty low, to be honest with you, without trying to go back up. Even if it was still going to be bearish, it's like it could do a lot. So see where it goes right now. It looks obviously very heavy and broken, but point is that if we get a really big push back up here with dollar, then we might see us come down for that liquidity to the below that I've been talking about. You see dollar keep coming up, down, then you will most likely will be, you know, going up to squeeze more of Trump shit. Very simple stuff. And right, and then I wasn't really even using this at all. Wasn't necessary for my trading. But here, divergence with Nas, and you see us. We take out that guy. All right, but those are clear higher lows, right? And it doesn't matter. It's not that serious. And then what else? Let me go through it real quick. As you see, we're still barely pushing up, man. So it's like it's like a little suspect. It feels like it's gonna explode in one of the directions, up or down. But in the back testing of 22, if you do that, you'll see that as we're dancing around and poking up. I said this in some previous videos. Poking up to get rid of the support resistance sellers, right? In this case, they're sellers. We roll in, take them out, and then we got to rush back to wipe out all the easy buyers, right? They're locking this price. So again, very simple. I would like to just pop up still and then roll over, or it's going to roll over from here, right? All right, and then S&P, now they got a body close. Same story here. We've already fanned up. We've came up for to squeeze. It might be still more of it to go, and then we'll roll over. That's the only thing I can think. I mean, or if you're really pushing, then you push and you stop. You screwed everybody here, and then you completely fall down. That's the only thing I'm looking at here. I'm not looking at for anything else. Zero. So do I need to draw it, or have I been drawing? Have I been drawing it every day, right? Whoa. Have I? So I'm gonna do it again. Well, it's either gonna do a shallow run down, come up, squeeze. I don't know how high, and then we'll just roll back over into here. I would like to see here, but for now we'll just talk about here. Why? Obviously, it's a breakout level. Boom. Right. So yeah, that's really it. Or if we're if we're bearish and selling, then maybe we'll come deeper. Maybe we'll come into here, right? Maybe we'll come back into the gap, then buy back up, and then sell off. All from now, Asia, London, and then New York. I'm just saying, right? If we, and I'm just saying if we're bearish still. If not, we're just fucking rolling right through, right? So, and and then when we get here, that's another conversation. It could buy up from here, okay? Obviously, if they were to do that, then I could see us buying back up, right? Here or all the way up. But I mean, I'm trying to keep it smooth. But is that possible? We'll see. More data. I needed more data today, and it gave it to me. I mean, look at this. It swept a high, made lower highs to lower lows, and came back into a discount for a higher low. So what am I doing? I'm buying here. I'm not selling here. We still have an agenda up there, right? Very simple. Did I delete the hour imbalance? Oh, well, yeah. I guess I don't need it. Yeah, it's fine. Looks like it's floating, doesn't it? Look the price. You're like, oh, the gap's right there. Yeah, I know. Well, that's not important. They don't want to come back here. They're leaving that. They're dangling that. They're encouraging that kind of buying. And then 31 minutes. Damn. Okay. So I gotta move. Forward. There was something else I wanted to say. Well, again, when we're looking at the 4 hour here, that's why it's kind of like ugly, man. But my intention was to squeeze up more of this. See this wick right here on the 4 hour plus this big stupid one. I want to just come in there and tag it because people are pushing sell based off of this level. So the same thing is happening on the daily, but we've already hit it, and that's why to me it's a little fickle, and it could sell from here. That was the goal, getting up in here. Look, see this candle right here? It's just April 2nd. Big stupid wick. Look at the open. Yes, we've already tagged it for the last like damn near 2 days. But that's my point. It's still pushing up in here, right? So we got a 3.5 to 4. Let me push this out. It's getting hard to fit all of this on the screen now, huh? I guess that's fine. And then 3.5 to 4 right here. Want to tab that. Still in the 1.5 that we talked about. The 50% level is kind of matching this top 75%. I don't know if we want to, again, I don't know if we're going to hit the 50 or this, but we're still going up, right? But looking like it's about to crack. I know I've said enough. I mean, but look at the delivery, dude. I mean, just like any of these daily imbalances, just study my charts. These bearish imbalances, but you see how we come in and out of them, right? That's why I've been saying coming up here. So yeah, it's real awesome, man. And keeping it simple and trusting your bias, taking the profit, not going on tilt. I mean, I was in one trade the whole freaking day, right? But the environment is showing you the ranges, and man, yeah, it just looks heavy. I mean, this looks like it. I don't know. It looks like it'll fall from here. But I'm gonna say something. What was I gonna say? You can see the algorithmic delivery. Just screenshot my screen, dude. Like you can see all of this stuff, dude. So everything's pretty clear. I know I'm missing something. Obviously, NFP Friday could do anything, man. So bulk of my trading is already done for the week, pretty much. Still gonna be some great moves though. So I wish it was like this every day, damn near, to be honest with you. It's just nice. It's very predictable and simple. But let me see. Am I missing something? Nah, man. Now, if I was to, well, I don't even want to measure it now because Asia, London is, can still create the highs and this and that. But let's just say, look at the half right here. Look how the level right there is literally the high of the day. Look at that. Look at that. You can't make that up, dude. Let's just say this breaks. I'm just gonna go with this. Damn, I don't want to make this video long, bro. I gotta go. Possibly logical. come in and sweep these guys down to 2 to 2.5 real quick, sweep them. All these goofies right here, all right? You got to take that trade out, right? Look at this liquidity right here. Come and snap them for the news. So we can. So again, did I do the bullish example? Oh, I was just giving you all. So Riley, I got you, bro. Hold on, wait, bro. I got you, buddy. I got you. Hold on, my son. I got you. Just wait. We might. So we could dip into these guys right here. Internal, just like, remember, like these guys right here. We could do this for the news, and then pop up one last time, and then come back all the way down. So that if we're bullish, I want to see this though. If you're bullish, this is extreme, or more up here, right? But all right, I think I've said enough. You guys take care. God bless.